Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's topic, the Ravens fail to get this Lamar Jackson deal done. Yo.
Bruh.
Like, listen. So, Raporport today, I know everyone's seeing it, has stated, and Rap Sheet, that the Ravens will be franchise tagging Lamar Jackson, and they are both expecting it to be the exclusive franchise tag. Now, listen, at this point, this story is dead, right? Until they get a deal done, because we've done beating a dead horse back to death, buried it 6 feet, redug it up, and buried it again. So at this point, we got zombies up in here. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we're going to touch on it one quick time today, and then we're going to let it go moving forward. But people are saying, here's my thing, right? People are saying that this is smart by the Ravens because it gives them more time to sign him. Let me look at this camera. Give him more time to sign him. That's y'all excuse now? How much purple do you have in your diet? They've had more than ample amount of time to sign this man. The Ravens gambled and continued to lose, doubling down, tripling down on the bet that they did. How can y'all not see it at this point? Let me be very frank with y'all, right? The Ravens could have signed him after the year after his MVP year. Do you know what Lamar Jackson did in his first 3 years? He made the playoffs. He took a team that was totally out of the playoffs, right, to the playoffs. It was, 4-5, I believe it was, and made us go 10-6, go to the playoffs. That's his first year. His first year starting against the MVP, right? And he goes to the division round, he loses. Next year, he goes to the playoffs again. He finishes off the season on a 7 or 8 game win streak, something of that effect. Goes to the playoffs, wins his first playoff game, right? And loses a bad weather game, which he gets knocked out of it because of his center snapping the ball over his head. You could have got it done then. Could have got it done then. I want to tell everybody this. That was 2 years ago. 2 years. You had all this time to get this done and you refused to do it. Because in your minds, you said there's no way the QB market could go so high. It's like they don't listen or know or have their ear to the streets on how the NFL is trending. Everybody knew, including the players, that they were going to be getting way more money for the teams because of the TV deals and because of the gambling. Everybody knew it. Us at the bottom of the bar. Not at the bar, at the bottom of the bar. Knew that. You refused still to give him his money then. Now, you're like, oh, he's not worth Josh. Listen, I was hearing Raven fans saying he's not worth Josh Allen money after Josh Allen only had one good season. One. He had one good season up to that point. They signed him and said, we saw what we need to see. Lock up. Get that junk done. Raven fans know it's smart. He's a runner. We shouldn't give him that money. Let's wait. Oh. Now, see, this is what I always tell people. You reap what you sow. You guys, not you guys watching, but you know what I'm saying. The people that were thinking that, including the franchise, thought, let's wait him out. When has the QB market ever went down? No. Like, I really need to get this off my chest. When has the QB market ever went down? What did you think? He was only going to be worth $100 million guaranteed? The man is the most covered QB in the NFL. And the only QB to win more than him is Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes has a Hall of Fame. I don't want to hear no more about this John Harbaugh thing. Patrick Mahomes is a Hall of Fame offensive mind leading his ship, including maybe on the trajectory of being the GOAT tight end and the best deep threat, except for this year, right? The NFL's had since Randy Moss. That's the only person that's won more than Lamar Jackson. And they still said, we need to see more. Now, let me tell you what they're doing. So I'm going to tell you what they're doing. They're trying to see what Burrow and what Herbert might get after their 3 years. That's what they're waiting on. And this is why that's dumb. Because here's the thing. Everybody expects Burrow's deal to be difficult because the Bengals are notoriously cheap, right? Here's the problem with that. They've never, ever had a team like this before, right? This much offensive talent on it with a quarterback that the media absolutely adores. Carson Palmer was nice, especially before his ankle injury and stuff like that with Chad Ochocinco. Let's be real, he wasn't what they are now. So they're hoping, they'll show Lamar that another quarterback's not getting guaranteed money. But what happens if he does? Or what happens if they prorate it so that they say, okay, we'll give you $230, but we're going to give you a $280 million contract, $230 guaranteed. What does the Ravens do then? Because Lamar's going to say he ain't got no MVP. And he has way more help than I do. Are you going to try to say that he deserves more money than me? You see how this works? This is, listen, I don't know if any of you have ever did stocks. This is like buying a stock, watching it plummet, doubling and tripling down, and even though it's keep dropping, right? You're like, man, I know it's going to eventually go back up. No. You guys refuse to get it done his third season, fourth season, and now his fifth season's here, and you're going to have to franchise this man. This is one of the worst situations I have ever witnessed in pro sports. And if anybody says, listen, on everything I love, if I hear one person come out and say, it's because he doesn't have an agent, shut your mouth. Because the Ravens got a defensive player. Yeah. Brought him in mid-season. Yeah. Got his deal done already. Yeah. Made him the richest linebacker of all time. Yeah. And it only took him a couple weeks. And guess what? He doesn't have an agent. So no agent. But he plays on the defensive side. The side that they covet. They cherish. They hold in great high esteem. He got his deal done. If the Ravens would have got this deal done, which they should have after the third year, the Deshaun Watson thing wouldn't have affected them. But they didn't. They waited. This is their fault. And now fans and the team wants Lamar to say, okay, listen, Lamar, we made you play out that entire contract. We did. We didn't even surround you with a crap load of weapons. Yeah, that's true. We're just trying to now build a great offensive line around you. That's very true. But please take a team-friendly deal now. That Josh Allen contract that we said you weren't worth, please take it now. Yo! And y'all don't see something wrong with that? This is negligence. And I'm going to say this. I don't think it's EDC. I do not think, let me repeat that. I do not think that this is EDC. Do you know who this is? This is Bisciotti. This is Bisciotti digging in his heels saying we won't break. We don't even bend. And we're going to do it our way. Because he has an ego the size of the United States of America. Most billionaires do. To be fair, most billionaires do. So it's not like it's just him. But be that as it may, still a very big ego. And he does not want it to look, or much less feel, that he got taken advantage of, or that a player that looks like Lamar, sounds like Lamar, got one up on him. Because let me let y'all understand this now. Deshaun Watson isn't the only fully guaranteed contract in the NFL.
Hey, yo.
Oh, y'all didn't know that, did you? Y'all forgot about Kirk Cousins. There's 2 QBs right now with fully guaranteed contracts. And guess what? The Minnesota still seem to have been able to surround him with talent. Let me break this down to y'all even a little further. The reason why I don't have not a shred, not even an inkling, not even a minuscule molecule of sympathy for this franchise, because we saw Philadelphia pay their QB early, right? Pay their Super Bowl winning head coach and tear it all down. And in 5 years, they're back in the Super Bowl with weapons galore. Offensive line galore. Defenders galore. And they're about to offer Jalen Hurts a record contract. So you're telling me a team that has now been to the Super Bowl twice in the last 5 years was able to retain picks, still be under the cap, still have a great offense, still have an amazing defense, and they had already paid a QB. And they were on their second coach in 5 years. And the first coach, Doug Peterson, was an amazing coach. And they're back. What excuse does Baltimore have? Are y'all going to sit here and try to tell me that Jalen Hurts is a better football player than Lamar Jackson? Are you going to try to tell me that Jalen Hurts is a better thrower than Lamar Jackson? Are you going to sit here and try to tell me that Jalen Hurts is a better runner than Lamar Jackson? No, no, no. And now we have to sit here as fans and watch this thing go down. It's a disgrace. An unmitigated disgrace. This wasn't them taking advantage of Lamar. This was them taking advantage of the fans. Of our blue collar money. Hard paying jobs these people have, saving up just so they can go to a game. Some people have never even been to a football game. They can't find the time or money of their favorite teams because they live too far and other things like that. Fighting. They would give up so much for their kids just to be in the stadium to watch one of these players play. And you didn't take advantage of them. You took advantage of the fans. Those people that put their trust, their hard-earned dollar in your guys' hands. This is malpractice. If they don't get a deal done with Lamar Jackson in the coming months, they're not going to recover from this. And I know people are going to say, well, Philly recovered from their... That's the part that you're going to take from Philly? Because think about this. They're not willing to pay Lamar MVP, historical win rate, second most touchdowns, all this type of stuff at his age bracket, all this stuff. Only person above him, Patrick Mahomes. If another QB comes in and plays lights out, that means they're not going to be willing to pay them neither. We'll be right back where we started. And I'm not having it. I'm not having it. You know what? And like I keep saying, they've let this thing linger so much, we're done beating a dead horse. The dead horse is now a zombie. The only thing this week, being a Raven fan, that has been able to put a smile on my face is knowing that the Bengals didn't go to another Super Bowl.
Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Ho!
And that's it. That's all. Sign Lamar and get him some weapons. It's not hard. Other teams do it all the time. This inclination that the Ravens are the only team that can't do it is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Other teams will trade for wide receivers, get weapons, build amazing lines. Baltimore has no excuse. You either stay stagnant and watch time pass you by, or you evolve and you push yourself further. It's a crying shame. Crying shame. And that was another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Yes, sir. Listen, man, y'all can be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and you know I appreciate that. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. We love talking in the comment section. Just be respectful to one another, and we got no problems. If you would like to donate to the channel, also at the bottom of the screen is a QR code, and in the description, you'll see it take you to a CashApp, money sign, The Wunderkind Show. So once again, it's The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off. And as always, you guys knows my slogan. Peace. And I'm out. Like the Bengals are. From the playoffs. Ha ha. Yup.